Hey guys, Trent here coming at you with another video. So in this video we'll talk about eBay feedback. What do you do about it? Does it even really matter? So if you're new to my channel, welcome in. My name is Trent. I'm a part-time reseller on eBay. I do it for fun and profit, and I take you along for the journey. So please hit that subscribe button for more great videos in the future. Yeah, so negative feedback, actually the first time ever that I can remember in my eBay career since 2012. I've got 2 negative feedbacks. That's the first time I've ever had more than one in a year's time frame. So if you might be unfamiliar with exactly what I'm talking about, the way the eBay feedback system works as far as your feedback percentage goes is it looks back a year. So if you receive a negative feedback, that negative feedback will actually only show up on your record for 1 year, and then if you were at 99.8% negative feedback, or your feedback rating, pardon me, after a year you would go back to 100 if you have no more negative feedbacks. So over the years I've gotten maybe 3 or 4 total in my entire eBay career, but 2 of them are actually in there right now, and I just received them over the last couple of months here, and it's the first time I've ever had more than one negative feedback at once, affecting my overall feedback rating. So it got me thinking. I don't have a whole lot of videos talking about feedback in regards to eBay feedback, so I thought I would go ahead and do one. So now the way they have implemented a new system on eBay feedback, at least that there's a very easy way now to go in and respond to negative feedbacks, or I think any feedback possibly, but definitely negative feedback, because I just did it. You used to be able to do it, but you would have to go kind of like find your way to be able to do it. Now they have the option to respond right there. Now eBay has implemented a nice little system underneath the feedback, or next to the feedback there will be an option for you to go in and respond to the feedback, which is great. So you can tell your side of the story at least. So I have a couple negative feedbacks right now, and if you go in and look at them, I received one because, recently, because of what's been going on, there's been issues with late shipping from time to time. A buyer reached out to me and said, hey, are you going to ship this item? What's going on? This ended up just being a perfect storm for me to receive negative feedback, because I actually attempted to respond to them first before giving them a refund on an item. It was just a cheap item, a $5 DVD. And I was trying to send them a message saying, hey, I don't know what happened. Let me go ahead and send you a refund. I'm sorry, maybe there's something happened with the shipping. It got lost or whatever. But I tried to send that message and it didn't go through. It kept saying there was some kind of server issue or something that day, coincidentally. Of course, the buyer was able to send me a message asking about it, so I'm sure it looked like I was just ignoring their question and just sending a refund, maybe. I don't know. So they got mad. Obviously they got mad about that. Like the next day after sending them the refund, I didn't think much of it, about the fact that I didn't send the follow-up message, because I had sent them a refund, so they got their money back. So they went ahead and sent me a negative feedback anyways, saying I had to wait all this time and I still didn't get the item. Buyer refunded, seller refunded without even giving a reason. So keep that in mind. There's a lesson learned. Be sure you send that message back, why you are sending the refund. It could save you a negative feedback if that matters to you. So once I saw the negative feedback, at this point it was another day and I was able to send a message. I said, hey, I'm sorry, the server was acting up. I tried to send you a message as to why I sent you the refund. They didn't respond after that. They had already left their negative feedback, and then they ended up receiving the item too. I was checking the tracking, and the item did finally show up. And so I went ahead and left a response to the feedback saying, hey, the buyer received a refund and the item for free, and then they still left a negative feedback. And then just a week or 2 ago, I got another feedback. So the first time I've had 2 feedbacks at once within a year's time frame. Was for one of my vintage Masters of the Universe lots. It was a bunch of vehicles that I put together for parts, repair, clearly stated in the listing for parts or repair, not working for parts or repair, some items missing, pieces, and etc. They left me a negative feedback for that, saying they were very disappointed with their vehicles were missing parts and this and that. So they clearly didn't read, or I don't know what's going on. So I responded accordingly to that one too. As far as feedback is concerned, first off, I've never really had a problem with negative feedback. Again, I usually only have one at a time within a year's time frame, and this is the most I've ever had, and it still really honestly doesn't concern me. I don't really believe that feedback matters a whole lot, to be honest with you. The only exception might be is if you're a brand new seller. Obviously, if you only have a few feedbacks, you don't want any of those to be negative, because then it makes your rating look really poor. But at this point, I've got thousands of feedback. You know, I've made thousands and thousands of transactions. Getting a negative feedback here and there, especially whenever I have the option to give my side of the story, I just really don't care. Are there ways you can call into eBay maybe and try to, you know, rebuttal the feedback and possibly get it taken down? You probably could. I've heard stories about that. Doesn't hurt to try if you're concerned about your feedback rating. Me, I'll just let the time tick down and you know, let them expire after a year. But I'd be interested to know what you guys do, or what you have done in the past, or what you would do. Leave your comments down in the comment section. Let me know how you handle feedback. How much does it matter to you? Do you really think it matters a whole lot if you have a negative feedback here or there? Now, obviously, there are sellers that you can go into their account, you can see there's a problem, right? They have a ton of negative feedback. That's a different story. I mean, any reasonable seller, in my opinion, is not going to have that problem, you know, as long as they do things right. And it's not hard to do things right. You know, you just describe the item as much as you need to. You ship items on time, and, you know, answer questions whenever necessary. And generally speaking, you really shouldn't have a problem with negative feedback. But leave your comments down below. I'd be interested to know. Let's look at some sales. Alright, got another Vintage Masters of the Universe lot coming in soon. It should be an exciting one because it's all those accessories and even some other cool vintage toys that I don't even know what they are yet. So it's going to be an interesting discovery. So stay tuned for that in a future video. Probably could very likely be the next video I put out. But here's a couple more sales. I sold another media Burt Reynolds movie, Fuzz. That sold for total price paid by the customer $17.99. And then I sold these Nerf guns. This one's a Firefly. This one's called a Deploy. These were in... This one you got to watch out for. Don't pick this up unless it's in pristine condition and you get it for dirt cheap. But since it was in nice condition, I decided to go for it. So I decided to put these two kind of like semi-old schoolish blasters together. And with 20 darts, I'm going to add 20 darts to that. $34.39 total paid by the customer. That's fine. I only paid a couple bucks a piece for them, so make 10-15 bucks. All right, quick sales update. Not gonna show packing. I sold another one of those bouncy ball things, water balls, $8.98 total paid by the customer. And I sold from my embroidery lot the Amazing Box 2 with some of the accessories for it. That box sold for $75.31. Then Bonanza from my media lot, season 11, volume 1, sold for $24.14. These Dakota Collectibles embroidery software set of 3 discs, $19.20. And then I loaded up a bunch of old Atari games that I had, and not the greatest sale, but well, that's okay. $25.33 for these Atari games. All right, more sales. Sony radio cassette radio cassette remote RMT CS33 sold for $6.34 total paid by the customer. Easy padded envelope, first class. All right, sold a lot of stuff from that $5 box of embroidery stuff. We got Sewing with Nancy, Surge with Confidence DVD. Surge with Nancy sold for $15.81 total paid by the customer. Then we got Snowflakes 21 Embroidery Designs DVD, or no, multi-format CD-ROM. Snowflakes sold for $10.59 total paid by the customer. Then we've got Memory Card Design Series 2 Genome memory card. That sold for $15.83 total paid by the customer. Then we've got memory card 26 Floral Script Series. Floral Script Series. That one was a good one. Sold for, where is it? $27.65. And Quilting Designs memory card. Quilting Designs, where is it? $13.36 total paid by the customer. So that was a great, I've just hit a couple really good, you know, media-esque type of lots recently. It's really paying off. All right, then I sold a couple of those RC Flight Simulator discs, Real Flight G4 and G5. I've sold most of those, I only got one left. So these two together sold for $54.95. We'll protect those in an 8x6x4. All right, and I sold that Camp King little pocket knife. Got it at a yard sale or estate sale. Added in with a bunch of stuff. $8.76 total paid by the customer. All right, I sold this early 2000s Nerf football. It's a flag football, I believe. $16.53 total paid by the customer. All right, I sold these vintage computer games. Shadowin' and Reaches Kingdom 2. Paid a couple bucks for these a piece at the thrift store. Sat on them for a little bit here, but they're nice quality, look to be complete, and I knew they would sell for an alright sale eventually. So these two sold for $48.72 total paid by the customer. Alright, I sold these vintage Masters of the Universe figures for parts. Not kind of poor condition. Stratos' face is kind of messed up. Beastman's waist didn't work good and his face is a little bit messed up. This is the Skeletor that's arm is about to fall off. And a Clawful that has a busted waist. These four figures for parts or repair, $27.80 total paid by the customer. Alright, sold more media from my insane lot. Sold Kojak Season 2. Kojak Season 2 sold for $35.76. And then I sold The Girl from U.N.C.L.E. Complete Series Part 2. This was sealed. The Girl from U.N.C.L.E. Series Complete Series Part 2 sold for $20.95. And then we've got Love American Style Season 1 Volume 1. Love American Style sold for $20.95. And then Dean Radcliffe, viewer of the channel, frequent commenter. How's it going, Dean? Dean wanted this Batman complete television series set. Pretty nice set. It's got all the seasons and a little episode guidebook in it too. So Dean wanted that. I listed it up. Dean was nice enough to pay $27.99 total price paid by the customer. So I appreciate you supporting the channel, Dean. Alright, it's going out, Dean. Once again, thank you so much. Appreciate it. Alright, one of my big hitters from that media lot is this Elvis Live 1969 set. So this one sold. International Hotel, Las Vegas, Nevada, Elvis Live 1969. That set sold $81.17 total paid by the customer. So that was probably going to be the highest dollar value sale, I think. There's one other chance. There was the DVDs of the Saint that I think are worth quite a bit, but I don't know if people are going to pay as much as they, and I paid $3 a piece for each one. Where this one I only paid like $3 or something like that for it. So this one will probably be my single most big sale out of the whole deal, but hey, they're all good. Alright, then finally I sold this Masters of the Universe vintage accessory for Stratos. It's one of his wings. It's his right wing, because on my Stratos I have only the right wing and I'm missing the left wing. But this was a Malaysia made wing, and the color of it is a little bit more shiny than the Taiwan one. Anyways, this one little Stratos wing sold for $21.30 total paid by the customer. Alright guys, well that's going to do it for this video. I hope you enjoyed. Please leave comments down in the comment section. Anything you want to talk about, eBay related, toy collecting related, just anything you want to talk about. Hope you enjoyed and have a good one.